Welcome back, everyone, to Better Together as One. We are lucky to have some first responders with us today, and I just wanted to extend on the conversation we were talking about before we went to break. Talk to us a little bit about, this obviously having a major effect on the residents that are there, but how this actually impacted the staff. I mean, this is the biggest thing. I mean, with staff, it's really requiring, that's your manpower to support, and how that sort of, landed with everybody when the news broke within the residence itself.
Well, a lot of us, you have to remember, this retirement home, a lot of us, this is not just a job, it's a family. And when it hit Mountainview, it hit their families. And unfortunately, when it hit the residents and it hit us, it also hit a few of our staff members. So we had some staff members that were becoming, falling ill, which became very overwhelming for us. We were losing staff members to being ill. We were losing staff members for other personal reasons of not being able to come in because of their family commitments. And then we ended up losing our agency staff, as Christoph can give you a little bit more information about that.
We had our agencies coming in to look after our residents for people who are already going through the palliative care due to age-related health concerns. Then also just workers coming in who gave showers on a daily basis, wound care and dressing assistance from living-supported agencies who also hold out overnight. So now, not only did we just lose 25% of our staff due to either having COVID or family issues, now we lost an entire workforce which our staff had to take over, which at that point was undue stress and pressure on our remaining staff team, which I'd have to say really did pull together in many fashions for all departments to look after our residents' well-being, not just mental and physical.
It's incredible. Sorry, Todd.
It's okay. So it sounds very much like you were moving bodies around, like of the remaining staff, to get whatever was done. And it sounds very much like there wasn't any of, that's not my job, I'm not going to do that. It was literally people jumping in saying, what can I do?
Every single staff member worked together as a team, every single one. And we relied on each one of us to help us not only manage with our residents, but a lot of them ended up helping us, even coming up with saying, okay, well, this resident's not eating very well, or this resident, they would give us warning signs too. We had many multiple programs set up to find warning signs. But every single staff member was a very key element. And there was no, oh, I'm a housekeeper. Oh, no, I work front desk. Oh, I'm a PSW, I'm a nurse. Every single person was a caregiver. And we were all treated as such. A Nurses Week was celebrated with every single staff member. We had multiple parties. multiple celebrations.
Yeah.
That's what this show is all about. We truly believe better together as one. And I think one of the positive silver lining in COVID is that it's taught people that as a collective, we have to work better together.
Yeah.
However, that's not often the case. And I just want to commend you in our community for being shining lights and for really banding together. I have been watching your Facebook page and seeing some heartfelt videos of things that you're doing. Can you speak a little bit to, and although this is heartbreaking and I know it's painful to talk about, but it's necessary to talk about, and that's, some of the residents that you lost, but before they passed away, you were doing everything you could, Nicole, to ensure that they were being given the best care and their wishes were being seen. You shared a few stories with me. Do you mind telling a couple of those to our viewers?
I know one resident, because we do provide compassion care, so her son was with her, and she was palliative beforehand, and she was declining rapidly, and she turned around one day, and she hadn't eaten a meal in quite some time because she had swallowing issues. She turned around one day and she says, I feel like a steak. And my son looked at me and says, she wants steak. What do I do? I said, let's get her steak. So we got her a steak. Yeah. We had residents who, they absolutely loved certain songs, or they needed, we would go out and we would sing to them. We did daily parades for the residents every single day. We did FaceTime time with the residents, so they were always connected with their families. We used our own personal phones. I had every morning I'd call Bahamas for this one person so that he could see his mom. We did it, whatever we could do, whatever they requested was made possible. If they wanted balloons in their room, they got it. They wanted someone just to hold their hands, they got it. They needed the Bible read, we did it. They wanted the rosary, we Googled the rosary beads and how to say it, and we said it to them.
There was FaceTimes with families while residents were actively passing.
Yes, because we wanted them to be connected,
because we wanted them to be connected. There was messages that families would send that they wanted us to read to families, and people would read messages to the residents while they were passing on the family's behalf.
Yeah, we had one resident who was absolutely heartbroken because his wife had passed on, and I couldn't find any photos of her, so I found one on the computer that we had taken of her a while ago, and I printed it off. I made a big giant copy of it for him, and that actually went with him when he passed, because we know that he would want that piece of her with him, and the family was very grateful. And we had the picture up so that no matter what, that's who he saw. He saw his wife, because we thought that was very important. It's an honor and a blessing to be able to be that person to hold somebody's hand at that time. You're giving them dignity.
Indeed. So
beautiful.
I
know Margaret's like breaking up here, and I'll give you a moment, but just
I got both of them holding my hands right now.
I know. Just know that there's no words to describe, what you guys do as a calling. I think you probably understand and know that. And there's not enough words to say thank you. Not even without knowing these families, but what you do is an incredible thing. And I hope you understand what you get up and do every day is just a massive gift. So congratulations for having the strength to be able to do this, especially in this incredible pandemic that we face. It's amazing.
Yeah. And these tears are real because this is what matters in life, right? Human connection and community and coming together is what really matters. And you guys have clearly been an example of that. We're going to take a break here in a minute. When we come back, I want to dive in a little bit to what are we doing to help you with your mental health and to help elevate you, because that matters to us as well. And there's also a really neat thing that you're doing for some of the graduates, the students that are working. So I cannot wait to share the creativity and the fun that you're also bringing during this difficult time. So stay with us. We'll be right back after the break.